How encouraged were you by the way that first period started, and from that point, the momentum carried?
Yeah, there's always a concern after a 5-day break just for the rust. But, we changed things up this morning, went a little bit longer, went about 45 minutes. We're just changed the practice, our morning state completely to get the guys back in it. There was lots of energy, lots of jump this morning. So you were hoping that would translate into a good first period. And, then you find out that Wilkes-Barre skated yesterday because they had the Sunday off because they didn't play, and you're like, oh geez, maybe they'll have better legs. But obviously, it was one of our best games of the season. From start to finish. When we do our keys to the game before, I think we reached all the keys that we talked about. We did a real good job tonight.
You worried about all of a sudden now depth in net? Peters couldn't go. You had to bring up Dekanich, and now it looked like Ellie got hurt at the end there.
Yeah, and I haven't got an update. I think it was just cramping, but I'm not 100% sure here. Certainly that's a little bit of a scary situation with our other goalie overseas here at the World Junior Championship. So we'll just have to, once we get done here, and we'll go check things out. And if Dekanich's got to start tomorrow, he's got to start tomorrow. And we'll see how Ellie is. But I don't think it was an injury. I think it was more of cramping. It was very, very hot in the building tonight. A lot of our players were complaining about the heat factor. So that was, certainly something that we were keeping an eye on, or at least the boys were talking about. And that's never easy as well. You take 5 days off, you come back hot in the building, you drain your energy. So hopefully that's just what it is, and we can get him hydrated here.
Peters going to be any kind of a long-term thing, or what's going on?
Well, he's better. He skated this morning, so that's good news. And you don't know, right, because it was a 5-day break, and he comes back, gets on the ice today. He was very encouraged, but certainly won't be available tomorrow. And then we'll get him back on the ice tomorrow and Monday, and he might be available for Tuesday or Thursday. But it's more of I would consider Peters more of a day-to-day situation right now.
How did he come back? How did he feel coming back?
Bork skated this morning, which is encouraging as well. He's going to skate again tomorrow, and if everything goes well tomorrow, then he's got some tests to run through on Monday, and he could be available potentially for Tuesday night as well.
Talk about the overall defensive effort from this team, holding them to so few shots for that first half of the game.
Well, we talk about protecting the middle of the ice, and I thought we did a great job last week against Syracuse of defending the middle of the ice and keeping things to the outside, and we did an excellent job of that again tonight, and it was one of our keys. From a defensive coverage perspective, we wanted to protect the middle of the ice, and when you do that well, usually good things happen, and conversely, we didn't spend a tremendous amount of time in D-zone coverage up until you get that 5-0 lead, and then you take your foot off the pedal, so to speak, and you get to defend a little bit more, and we got in some penalty trouble as well. But overall, thought we did a great job tonight to protect the middle of the ice.
What kind of news did Garrett Mitchell get from the doctor who said Tuesday he was going to see the doctor?
Yeah, actually, Mitchie's going to see the doctor Tuesday of next week, but he's full go. He's been clear for contact. Obviously today was a morning skate, so there wasn't really any contact today, and again tomorrow. But he'll get Monday's practice, and then Tuesday's morning skate. Go to the doctor, and he could be available as early as Thursday or at least next weekend. So it's nice to see some of the injuries coming together here. With some guys that have been out long term. And once we get Verona back, and that's still a lot of hockey between now and Verona coming back in the middle of the month. But hopefully we stay healthy here and have went through our period where we had some injuries, and they were missing 5 guys tonight, but so were we. So that's very encouraging to know that even though Wilkes-Barre was not at full strength with 5 call-ups and Oleski hurt, that we were probably missing the same number of players.
Would you call this a bit of a statement game since you don't see them again for almost 2 months and they're leading your division right now?
Absolutely. Well, 2 things. This morning, at the end of the morning skate, when I addressed the guys, I basically said, with the amount of points that are up on us, plus the 2 games in hand, the only way you can catch them is to beat them. So that was the first point we made this morning. And then before the game, when we went out there, we definitely said, hey, listen, we don't play these guys. We have 8 games March and April. So that's a long haul now between, tonight and then. So we needed to get this win tonight. And, we can't worry about them, but we just got to take care of business now. Good. Thank you. See you tomorrow.